I think
do.
Rinna wants as much money as possible. Who doesn't? I mean, I've told you I'd like as much money.
She's up there. I mean, I know Candy's the highest paid, but
Rinna's high. She's high.
and Rinna could go higher because that's a brilliant, David. That was brilliant.
You
The
like
analogy.
that?
Yes. Yes. I mean, this is why you are king of Bravo. I mean, yeah, I think you're right. I think because that reunion trailer where they played the clip of Rinna just so confident at Andy, put me on pause. Put me on pause. I mean, you're saying this to the fucking executive good producer of all of Bravo. I think you're right. It's like for her, life it's you're alive or dead. And you know what? I've lost Lois. One of the greatest things to me, as long as the other three are fine, I don't care. I could see that.
Right. I mean, look, right. Is she the breadwinner? Absolutely. I mean, do I hope that she has socked away some of the millions, right. Harry makes something. He doesn't make zero. The two kids make a shitload. So like,
they're all fine.
Do you know what I mean? Overall, Lisa is not going to, I just think maybe that's a third category of like, do I think she wants to lose her job? No. But at the end of the day, she's like, I'm not losing sleep over this. The joke's on all of you. I mean,
and she's a genius.
Let me know.
Every show needs a villain. And I think now I know Christine Quinn from Selling Sunset came out and said how awful the producer was. But I've got to say, if I were Christine now, and she's married to a very rich man, so she doesn't need the money, but I would lean in. I would be the villain because every show needs a villain, whether it's fiction, non-scripted, which is just another word for reality. So it's like, I mean, I think Rinna just plays it. And look, they are so, okay, wealthy. Let's say they're worth $10 million now, maybe like 6 million. But she and Harry own that home in Beverly Hills. They've owned it for 25 years. When she launched Rinna Wines in her back dinkly little yard and poured out some wine, and Harry made the homemade pizzas, I mean, they ain't spending $50,000, $60,000 like Kyle was letting, the Grace Kelly Foundation come in. I mean, Kyle and Mauricio, I'm sure, make insane money because he's in real estate, but God, do they spend it? Rinna is so smart. I bet Rinna is schlepping around in old sweats here in Hollywood when she's not filming. She buys Gucci. She plays it up when she needs to. I bet it's even some of it's rented. I think they've saved.
She said on the show some of it's rented. She said it.
I think they saved their coins, and I don't think she cares. And quite honestly, I think they're bringing her. I've always said this. They're bringing her back for at least one more season. 100% they're bringing her back. You think after how big these reunion ratings are going to be that they're going to it would take a lot, I think, for them to let Rinna walk.
I think so too. And, talk about like, now this is being recorded a week before BravoCon, it will air after BravoCon, but like, she's not going to BravoCon because she has a conflict and now she's going. So, I mean, she just decides like, that's the latest rumor. We'll see.
Where did you hear that? Because you texted me that, and then I spent time looking, and I couldn't find any research. I couldn't find any indication that she's going.
I don't know if it's true. And again, everyone's going to listen to this 4 days after BravoCon happened. So we got it. But right now, I'm not sure. It's one of these things where they added her to another panel. They took her off. It wasn't like some big announcement. So that I'm not convinced that that's true. But if it is, like, how that's you really don't care. Like, you're going, you're not going, now you're going. The whole world is talking about whether you're not going for 12 days. And now you're going with the one decision, hey, Andy, I'm going to be there. Yeah, come on. Yeah, okay, great. And now the whole, like, literally the entire world is talking about Lisa Rinna. I think there was just like a Vanity Fair or like a Variety. There was some huge thing like that did a whole article on Rinna and like the whole dichotomy of the season. Like, I would agree with you. I don't think that she might go. I don't care if I'm wrong. I don't care. I don't think I'm wrong. I think you and I are right. I think she stays at least for another season, at least. I agree.
I think she does. I think Kyle does one more. I mean, I've said it before. We're living now through the golden era of reality television. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. And it's, what's awful is we're not going to talk Potomac yet, but I mean, I watched the premiere of Potomac, and it's hard to get excited when they don't have now this almost drama that transcends news cycle. It's not as exciting. Love my girls from Potomac, so I don't want to. I always support that show because I want that to succeed so much. DC is like my home, but
I mean that was my problem with the whole last season of Atlanta.
It's
truth. Like, and that's why Jersey was so good, because here's this woman who meets this man and everyone is saying he's a dirty John, and it's the videos, and it's just, you can't predict it. It's when it goes so viral that it's just bigger than the show. That's what, according to you, we call the golden age of reality TV. And that's the problem, the rumored problem of what Tamrat is not bringing. We'll see. Well, that's what the people call her. I have nothing against the woman. That's what all you guys call her. Don't look at me. That's what everyone calls her. But I mean, we'll see. I don't hear any major. Remember when we were hearing this shit about Aspen before it happened, and Louis reality asked before it happened? We ain't hearing that shit about the OC. We're not hearing that shit. So what? Tamara's gonna make up with Shannon and the Tres Amigas, and Vicky's gonna come in, and this doesn't sound like it's gonna. The thing is, these shows come back to like 1 or 2 episodes, and then they start to fade. You know, and that's the other thing, not to cut you off because everyone, let her talk, blah, blah, blah. But I just finishing this one thought. That's where it's like, people, all of you people listening, pick a lane, right? Pick a fucking lane, because it's too toxic for you all. You say it's too toxic right now, blah, blah, but then you're bored with the other. So which one do you guys want? I'm willing to. I'll go walk. I'll go walk down to the Bravo office at Rock Center if you want. Just tell me which one you want.
We want the drama, and we want the drama, and we want. Garcelle is so good. Sutton is so good. I'd bring Crystal. I would bring, and I'm rolling the dice, except I do kind of think Diana may remove herself, although I haven't heard a peep that she's leaving. So I almost wonder, is Diana's crazy Diana returning in some capacity? I like it all. I thought the finale was great. I was glad to see Garcelle buy that $13,000 Hermes bag. I will say this. I mean, no one has worked harder to revive, bring back, thrive in their career. I think it's fantastic. Sutton, I'm just a little over the fashion. I mean, my God, she just looks like a fucking old doily that your grandmother had in her house.
You and Kim D need to talk. I love her fashion, but Kim D on our Patreon, we do a fashion recap. Kim D would agree. She's grown on Sutton, but she hates Sutton's fashion. I like it.
Sutton is a little petite, cute little thing, and she dresses in these old doilies with a brooch. It's like, fashion is